Yo, guys, what's up? Welcome to the Bronze 3 Division 2 video now. We fixed our little graphic here on the top. Before it was saying max out at 11 minutes. That's really for Terran and Protoss. For Zerg, we're talking 9:30, okay? Realistically, for bronze players, 9:30 is our goal, all right? But otherwise, same stuff as always. Same stuff we were just talking about before. Make that droney. Make that drone, boys. No scouting. No, don't even. You can move your overlord for a second if you want to, just for fun, but don't scout. Do not worry about scouting in bronze. We have more important tasks at hand, which are making them workers.
We require more minerals.
Making them workers. I said bronze 3 again? Did I? Whatever. I don't care. Screw it. You guys know what video this is. This is bronze 2. Damn it. Ah! I'm already in the game, so I can't start it over. Yo, Rogu, thank you for the bits. Alright. So we're gonna, take our natural. Ideally, just to throw this number out there for you guys, okay? When you take your natural as Zerg, as soon as you stop spinning your eggs on your larva on stuff, like, we're talking, you're either going to be at 16 or 17 supply. You're going to stop spinning your larva. You can send your drone to your natural from your main at 180 minerals. Okay? So no more production, 180, send it up there. You can now expand. It makes sense to do it then because it'll line up perfectly. You're not wasting a lot of time with money. You're good to go. Okay? You're good to go. And again, the build order does not have to be perfect, guys. Don't, in Bronze League, do not worry about, like, is it a 16 or a 17? Is it an 18 pool? Is it a 19 gas? Is it a 20 gas? Oh my god, excuse me. Who cares, is what it is. Just, as long as you make drones, you won't even know the difference. You really won't. Just make drones. The only thing that does matter is don't sit there thinking about what you should be doing and letting larvae sit there on the hatchery not being utilized. That's what matters.
ViBE. Bronze to GM hype.
Bronze GM.
I love you.
I love you too, man. Bronze GM hype. Okay, we're getting cannon rushed again, guys. So here's a nice example of another cheese game. Re-rally my hatchery to the main for now, okay?
We require more.
Re-rally the hatchery to the main. Both hatcheries, in fact. Both hatcheries get rallied to the main.
We require more
Okay?
minerals.
Isn't this crazy?
We require.
And I'm going to double expand around it. I am double expanding around the cannon rush. Let's go ahead and make a overlord.
More minerals.
It doesn't really matter where we put it. Again, we're not scouting anything. Just move it away from the cannons. No spine? Interesting. We don't care. Again, that's an overreaction right now. We're just going to let him cannon me if he wants to. You want to cannon me, bro? By all means, go ahead. And we're going to let these drones mine oversaturated for now because this base is not done yet. We can start a layer. We're still doing the same goal concept, which is make drones, eventually make roaches and 2 hydras. That is the overall still the goal. But we're not detracting from or deviating from that goal by doing things that are crazy. So here's what we just did. I just grabbed 8 drones, which was the difference. I also rallied... Oh, one more drone. I also rallied this hatchery. All my hatcheries now got rallied to this base. Okay? That's what then the next step we did was rally all my hatcheries to the new base. Then I went to my third and re-rallied this hatchery to its own base because this is also a fresh mineral line. That's how we have successfully defended a cannon rush now. Oversaturated bases get more efficiency if the long distance mining is really far. And this, going from here all the way up and around into here, is very far. So you'd be much better off just leaving them here until the base is done and then sending them over later.
Not enough energy.
You know what? I'm just going to go hydrogen. I don't really feel like I need roaches. You guys could do this as well in your own game in this kind of a situation. Because roaches are more for people who open up with like a gateway. They attack you with units. Stuff like that. This guy's going straight cannons. So screw it. We're just going to go straight hydras. Okay? So we're going to inject my bases. And look. There's more cannon rush. Okay, this time, let's just go like this. Just pull my drones. It's right in my face. We can see it. Just pull the drones. A move it. Who cares? Send the drones back. Queen can inject. Shift, A move the pylon. Queen over here can inject. Keep making drones, guys. That is still the goal. Like, if he would have done that, not in my face, I would have said, don't worry about it. But he literally built that next to my mineral line. I could totally see it. And I would expect the bronze player could do what I just did. Like, you can attack 2 cannons in your mineral line. If they just started. That's fine. 3, 3. I just grabbed 6 drones, put 3 here. Shift click 3 out like that, and then put the other 3 on the other one. What's my stuff looking like right now? Fully saturated. Fully saturated. Rally all hatcheries to this one. Keep making drones. Okay. Remember, make drones as much as you can. Do not neglect the dronies as much as possible. I would have made roaches this game, but he cannon rushed me, so it changes it a little bit. I kind of just skipped it then. Yo, Analyt FM, thank you for the sub, dude. Okay, we're getting attacked now by an army, and we're pretty much at full saturation. Let's start making an army of our own. Sound good? We're not panicking right now. The bigger deal right now is looking at my economy. Main's good, natural's good, third needs to be fixed. Third's now good. So yes, I'm losing drones right now. People normally freak out about this, but the bigger deal was fixing my economy. His supply right now is probably 30. 35. Yeah, just grab my drones and pull them. Fuck it. A move the the stuff. Select all army. A move the hydras, or the stalkers. Cool. Guess what? Looks like we're fine. Make drones. What's my drone count now after making those drones again? 68. We can fix that, guys. We can fix this. $80 is the goal again. 3, 3. Good to go. Make a queen back in the main again. Inject. Inject. 9 more drones, and we're fully saturated. Send them all over here. We just rallied all my hatcheries to this one except for this one, which, because this is also a fresh base, we selected this one only and rerouted this one to its own base. And now we're just gonna make hydras. Literally, we're just gonna make hydras all game. Fuck it. We're not gonna go broodlords. We're not gonna do anything too crazy. Just hydras all game. Do you make injecting queens at your 4th, 5th, 6th? You don't need to. No, you do not need to. If you run into a problem where you just get like too much money, what I've said to do is you make every 1,000 minerals above, or every 1,000 minerals you have just in the bank, throw down a macro hatch if you have no larva sitting there. So if you have 2,400, throw down 2 macro hatches, and you're fine. You will spend your money pretty fast going hydras if you inject it a little bit. Okay, so he's over here now. So we're gonna select all army. Send my army that way, over there, to deal with that. Meanwhile, make hydras. Keep making hydras. He's far from maxing out at 930. That's not entirely true because you make money pretty fast in this game. Or you can ramp your supply up pretty fast in this game. The higher supply you go. And the army is dead. And there you go. Well, they go in. We're in bronze. Okay, so now just grab my army and go like this again. A move, under the ramp, shift, click, 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 click. Good shit. Your army is now on a mission to kill Protoss. Now behind this, inject. Click all your injects. Hold like, so anyone who doesn't know this, you can do this, okay? Again, I said this before, but I'll say it again. If you say inject once, it'll inject once. But if you just hit V for inject, but don't click the hatchery and hold shift and click it a lot, your queen will inject it until it's out of energy. And it will queue up the injects. So literally just spend all your injects. And that's it. And then, you know, once you're at this stage, the goal of the game would be creep spread. If you're feeling up to it, creep spread. Okay, creep spread's less important than injecting and larva spinning though. But if you're feeling up to it, creep spread. Also check your bases. 4 right here needs to be fixed. 1, 0, all of them go there. Perfect. Boom. What's drone count? 83. Whatever. 80 between 80 and 85 drones, by the way. As long as you're between 80 to 85, I'm very happy with your guys' drone counts. So if you have 82, I don't give a shit. That's fine. That's good to go. Just 80 to 85. You should be in that range. Anyways, look at this. Okay? This is, again, the example we love showing. Which is, when your opponent does something aggressive, watch the workers. We're tied right now. Game just started. It always starts off at the same place. We take a natural. Our opponent stops making probes and starts cannon rushing. He actually is making more probes than I thought he would, I'm not gonna lie. Well done by him. I thought he was done. But look at the worker count, though. He does have moments where he does not make workers. The Nexus does go idle.
Players are going to be scary now.
Yo, Rogue, thank you for the bits, man. Yeah. Look at the workers, though. He's actually going 3-base pretty fast. He's macroed a lot more than I thought he would. He did macro a lot more than I thought he would. But he shows up to my base, okay? He shows up to my base. And he's like, I got 30 supply. He has more than I thought he would. He played this, honestly, I would say better than I expected. But look at the supply really fast, if you wouldn't mind. That's pretty fucking big difference. Still. And yeah. Like, this is the you know, this is the power of making drones. Like, you can deviate from making drones if you're getting attacked and you're like, shit, I need units now. Then go ahead, make units. That's fine. Like right here, you need to make units, bro. Like, yeah, I know I am making units right now, but I'm doing it off of a great economy. And I don't care if he kills 8. I don't care if he kills like 6, 8, 10 drones. It's not that big of a deal because I can replace them very fast. Because look what's about to happen to the supply. When the fight started, I was at like, what was I? It was 112 versus 60 when it started, roughly. I'm losing drones, but I'm remaking them into hydras. So yeah, I was at 112. He's at 60. That's when it starts. When it is over, he's probably going to be around 50 or maybe like 50, 56, like just under 60. He'll probably go down a tiny bit. And my supply will go up to like 120 when this is over. And then it'll ramp up really fast after that. So roughly about what I said. It's almost. But yeah, just look at the supply here in a second. Our economy is banging right now, and we are ramping very hard. Anyways, here you go, boys. That's the cannon rush. That is a nice cannon rush for you, and this is what the fight looked like. So we'll show this, and then we'll be done. 1-1 Zealots versus 0-1 Hydras. And that's a few Stalkers. There just isn't enough Protoss. Alright, what was your APM this game? $128. And I did say, if you get, like, so anyone who's watching this video right now that did not watch the intro video to Bronze to GM, I did tell you guys what, like, it's the control panel keyboard shortcut. If you're watching this right now and you have not looked at that video, go watch the very first video of this entire series. Not the Zerg series, but all Bronze to GM series. It's like the initial video that's going to be on my YouTube. It's very simple, takes you literally 10 seconds, and it makes your APM go up a shitload because your repeat delay in your keyboard is very fast. There's no reason why your APM should be slow if you have repeat delay fast. When you're making units. Like, all I'm doing is making units. That's all I'm doing is making units, making units, making units. ViBE is in YouTube mode right now. Well, yeah, I am, because even though I'm streaming for you, the videos are going to last forever on YouTube. Link to the video. I haven't uploaded them yet because I haven't made them yet. But if you're watching this on YouTube, there's your link. You look up on the browser. There you go. All right, so game 2 is starting. Yeah, game 2, boys. Let's go. Dusty Sage, another ZVP. See if we get cannon rushed again. So once again, make that drone, boys. Make that drone as fast as you can. SD, click SD. Nailed it. Done. Make a overlord. ViBE is literally recording the video right now. I'm one of those YouTube video makers that can make it on the spot. I don't have to edit. You guys know that. I haven't had to have a second take at all today. So 5 SD, 5 SD, 5 SD. Seriously, every 3 seconds, hit those keys on your keyboard. Except for now. Stop hitting it when you need to take a building. Like, I'm going to go make a hatchery. Stop making drones for a second. Resume droning. 5 SD. 5 SD. 5 SD. What if you use grid? Use whatever hotkeys that is for grid. I don't know what exactly they would be. 5 SD. 5 SD. Okay, we hit 19. The build's supposed to be 18 pool ViBE. Who gives a fuck? Let's make a 19 pool. Because it is very minor at this point. Your build doesn't have to be perfect. It's totally fine. Okay, let's go ahead and take a gas right now. And rally my hatchery down to my natural, because this hatchery has 19. Rip off 3, 16, 3 for the gas. Perfect. So 5 SD going to my natural now. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Five SD. So we are supply blocked, but no larva's out right now, and we're about to have 2 hatcheries finished, which opens my supply up again. Each hatchery is worth 6 supply, so that was totally fine. There you go. Why you put those buildings there? Are you talking about my pool? Put your pool wherever you want. Building placement is not something we'll talk about in bronze. It doesn't matter. You literally put it anywhere. If you can put it down, throw it there. The only place I would recommend not building buildings is like right there in the middle of your mineral line. Probably don't do that. Other than that, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want. Make drones, 5 SD. Again, guys, I could say it and I'll probably sound like a broken record and it'll get annoying after a while, but I am actually hitting 5 SD on my keyboard about every 3 seconds. So keep that in mind. That is something you just need to do with Zerg. Let's make a roach one. We didn't get cannon roach this game, so fuck it. We'll just make a few roaches just to be safe. And now, screw it. We're going to send over our drone to our third. Because look at the natural. It's fully saturated. So drone, take my third. Because we're going to start making drones for that third as well in a little bit.
Not enough energy.
Inject. Inject. I'm going to stop creep spreading now. But again, creep spreading is something you can do if you want to. The perfect time to do it, I'll do this more in Silver League, but the perfect time to creep spread is literally when you have you inject, synergize that with creep spread, and suddenly you're a great creep spreader. So it's like a two-part task. So keep making units. 5 SD. We're gonna make the Zerg is a little different than Protoss and Terran. With Protoss and Terran, we're able to make Stalkers, we're able to make like Thors, Hellions, stuff like that, while we make SCVs. With Zerg, we're gonna stop making units just for one brief moment to make like 8 roaches or 10 roaches, and then go back to making drones. That way, we have something that can protect us if someone attacks us with some random shit. So this queen can go inject, inject. Make drones, inject, make a gas with this drone that just made. Get upgrades for hydras. That's enough roaches. We're fine. No creep spread for now. It's fine. We'll send 3 drones to the gas while it's building. If you right-click a gas while it's building, your drones will automatically start mining out of it when it's done. But if you right-click a gas like this, your drones will do nothing, even if you build on it. You have to right-click on a gas that's already been constructed, like that. Now they start mining automatically. Let's go ahead and take another base. What's my drone count looking like? 58. Almost there. 5 SD. Yo, Bark Up Barbarian, thank you for the sub. Bark Up Barbarian. Thank you. Appreciate the 23 months. Whoa, yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, my girl. Keep injecting, boys. Keep making drones. 64. We're almost there. We're almost there. Again, 5 SD. Every like 3 seconds. Don't stop doing this. If you don't stop doing this, you will hit that juicy supply count so fast. All we're doing is inject, inject, inject. 5 SD, 5 SD, 5 SD, 5 SD, 5 SD, 5 SD. Now let's rally all my bases to this new base. And look at the difference. That's 9. So look for 9 drones. Each row is 8 plus 1. Perfect. Send it over there. We're good to go. And now we have 84 drones in total. Good shit. Make 2 gases over here. And nice, dude. Now let's start going into... let's actually get a infestation pit and a second Evo. We'll make 1 drone to replace the drone we just spent on the mineral line. So we're at 15. I made 1 more new one to come back and saturate it. It's whatever, it's fine. We're still in the good realm of drones. We have 81. 81 is still acceptable. 81 is good. In 80, again, 80 to 85 in that range of 5 drones. Now, no more 5 SDs. Now it's 5SH with occasional overlords. And like right now, we just started 5 overlords. So we're literally just making Hydra, Hydralisk. And my overlords are about to pop in probably like 2 seconds. And boom. Here comes a bunch of Hydras now. And now we could even start another base over here, because our bases, if you think about it, if you click on some of these patches, I was going to say they're about to start mining out. So we could just start another base, and we could transfer excess drones to the other base over on the top right. Meanwhile, inject, 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 make Hydras. And then, yep. Maybe we can look at upgrades. Get a hive. Get a carapace upgrade. Yep. Nice, nice, nice. And then here's a tip too. If you're someone, here's a tip that we'll start doing more as we get higher league. But just to throw it out there, here's a nice tip that'll help you not get screwed by a lot of things that can happen once you get to the point where you're close to maxing out. Like when you're about to attack your opponent, make 3 drones every time into something like this: spore, spine, spine. Always leave a gap between them so that your drones can still mine properly between them. Just like that. I left a gap on the right and I left a gap on the bottom. Same thing here. Spore, spine, spine. Just green box drones, spore, spine, spine. There's always a gap. Always a gap. Spore, spine, spine. Spine. And then we could be like spore, spine, spine. And then we can look at our bases and go, okay, oversaturated by 3, undersaturated by 3, send them over there. Undersaturated by 6, send them over there. Make 6 new ones and send them there. We're still down by 8. Let's make 8, send it there. Fully saturated back to 80. Or another one there. Boom. Now this guy's attacking me. Just A move towards his army. Okay, get upgrades going. Inject. Don't forget to inject, guys. Don't forget to inject. Meanwhile, don't forget to make hydras. 5SH. 5SH. Look at my natural. Oversaturated. Send it down here. Okay. And nice. Now we have all this like different range of defense that can guard us from DTs, from all these little random attacks, and we're good to go. And our drone count is 83. And now we can honestly go like this. Grab our whole army and A move, hold shift, A move, hold shift, click, click, click. And now our army's gonna go into his natural where we know he is and then break in and attack his shit. Don't I use camera hotkeys? I do use camera hotkeys, and I have set them up already, which is like this. Like, watch. I'll do this as I get higher league, but I can rotate my camera around like that. But I'm not doing that in bronze because that's a bit intense. All I'm doing is just making this super easy, moving my camera around, injecting my bases, and spinning that larva on hydras and drones. So how's it going? It's going pretty good. And yeah, we'll select the army again because I have new hydras up here that I made during the fight that as people were dying. Select all army again and just aim click right there because we already broke all the door, the ramps. We don't got to worry about it being blocked in any way. And just let them do their thing. Now take a moment to inject, and inject, and then look at the base counts of saturation. Oversaturated by 6. We're still good. We're good. Send him here. Just keep doing this. Keep injecting, and keep your base counts looking good because suddenly, look at this. Look at my larva amount. 12, 9, 3, 3, 14, and it's going up even more every time an inject pops off. I can make mini units if my army takes losses. Okay. So once again, inject. Again, this is all you should be doing. Inject, inject, inject. Look at my upgrades. Level 2 carapace is almost done. We can start level 3 carapace in just a second. At this point, when we have 7,000 minerals, if you really want to, you could do something like this too. You could be like, well, what if I just want to be like, let's get like 5 extra hatcheries or something. Just for extra larvae. I have the money. I want to make sure I can have a lot of larvae to remax on. I don't mind if you do that. That's fine. Just remake the drones if you do that, so you're not depleting your minerals, basically. So make 5 new drones and send them down here. Good shit. I don't care. Go for it. Right, send my army over here now. He's not dead yet. Go there. We'll shift A move his bases. Go here, shift, click that part, that. I'm looking at the mini map right now. That, then go there, then go up there, go back, and then we'll go back to his main one more time in case he rotates around back to his main. And now my army is going around the world basically on this path to just kill everything. And that was, yeah. So he does have bases everywhere, but I just have too big of an army. Again, we'll quickly look at times aiding the supply count and the worker count.
Inject, inject, inject.
And it is, yo, Rarugu. Thank you for the 1101 bits. Thank you very much, dude. It is inject, inject, inject. For sure. But look at worker count. Zerg should always take a little bit of a worker count. That's very normal. But here's the thing. We're going to take a big worker count here really soon. Because this Protoss is staying on 2 bases for a long time. Which is very standard, okay? It's very standard. This guy is playing more of a standard-esque build. He'd honestly should be taking a third like right now. But so far staying on 2 bases as long as he did, it's pretty standard. But this is the problem with most people, though, is their worker counts drop off too fast. And now he's going for a massive gateway all in. It's a 2 base. He does take a third eventually, but he made a bunch of gates before the third. The only reason why that would ever be efficient is if you attacked your opponent as fast as possible. Otherwise, why delay the third, you know? This is my whole point of make workers. To do that, he had to have stopped making workers for a little while. His worker count is actually caught up to mine, though, which is nice. What happened there? 1 second. But yeah, this player, I give him a lot of credit. This guy actually made it. He didn't do the most efficient build, but he did definitely a more efficient build than Bronze. The way he made workers was like pretty overall, pretty solid. Props. He also takes a 4th really fast. The 4th was fast. The 3rd was not super fast, but still. Yeah, it's good. It's good shit by this guy. This guy understands making workers as well. That's literally the key. Oh, I know why. I was like, why did I lose so many workers? It's because I showed you guys the static D thing. That's why. And then I remade them. I was curious. I was like, did I lose workers? But yeah, I just made 15 drones into static D. But look at the army though when he attacks. This is the army right here. It's 1 Colossus, 11 Stalkers, 3 Archons, an Immortal, and a Templar, like 2 Zealots and 1 Sentry. It's very ragtag. Nice. But for Zerg again, literally, I think we're going to get promoted after this one, so I'll just kind of wrap it up here. For Zerg, it's literally just inject, inject, inject the entire game. The entire game. You never, ever really want to try to micro your shit. You just want to inject. Because larva is the biggest, most useful, most valuable resource Zerg has. And maximizing it is by far what you want to be doing. And again, if someone does not know this right now. A hatchery will spawn about roughly 1 larva every 10 seconds. It'll just generate a larva. It just plops it out. An inject will spawn 3 larvae over 29 seconds. So realistically, automated larva spawns are about the same thing as inject larva in terms of how much larva it gives you over time. Realistically, it's very close. Now, with that being said, if your hatchery ever has 3 larvae sitting at it, it no longer generates larvae. Which is exactly why I stress so many times and so hard 5SD, 5SD, 5SD. Because if you ever let 3 larvae sit on a hatchery, because an inject just popped off on it, or you're just not paying attention, well, that's a big problem, because now you're missing out on a massive, you're missing out on basically 50% of your larva generation through automated generation. It just doesn't spawn anymore. You can stack larva above 3 with injects, but injects are only half of your larva. So it's massively important for Zerg to keep up on larva uptime, like our larva upkeep, just to spend it as you get it, and you will macro the crap out of everybody. Like, that is the key to Zerg. That is definitely the key. And there you go, boys. Bronze 1. We're getting close. We're almost out of bronze. We're almost there. And if you guys liked it, if this is your first video you've seen, there's many more. There's a whole series. But good luck to you, player. I hope this helps you out in many ways. And come by my stream one day and tell me, ViBE, your series sucks. Or no one says that. Come on. Everyone's like, your series is great. I love it. It taught me so many things. But yo, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, guys.